What is good, credit people, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, charging y'all 50% of every single advertisement that you watch on my YouTube videos. Actually, that already happens. But anyway, in related news, it looks like 21 Savage is calling out Lil Pump and even Doe Boy, if you didn't notice, who is a rapper on the Free Bands Gang Futures label, for apparently biting his word slash song Yessirskiii, because they have songs coming out with the same song title or a variation of it because they don't have as many I's technically in the title. But either way, y'all get what I'm saying. So without further ado, 21 Savage calls out Lil Pump and Doe Boy. Let's talk about it. Okay, so for those of you who aren't updated, I actually made a video a couple days ago about Lil Pump stealing the word Yessirskiii from 21 Savage and Lil Uzi Vert. Well, we might have come to find out that it was actually 21 Savage's word, or maybe not, it was someone else's, but we'll research into that a little bit later in the video. For firstly, we should just talk about 21 Savage's response on Twitter last night, in which he tweeted specifically, "I need 50% of every song that come out with a Yessirskiii hook. Y'all getting outrageous with the biting. I gotta get a rabies shot at this point." Looks like Lil Pump and Doe Boy are looking like Nazi zombies out here, taking nice chunks out of 21 Savage's dick. No homo though. They foaming out the mouth like famous decks, and I wouldn't be surprised if Lil Pump goes out into a frenzy like he really does have rabies. But anyway, what 21 Savage is saying, essentially, if you couldn't already get the gist of the tweet, was that people, aka Lil Pump and Doe Boy, are stealing the word Yessirskiii for their hook on their recent songs. Because if you didn't know, Lil Pump just dropped a snippet featuring Young Thug, so maybe that has something to do with it, because 21 Savage, I don't feel like he would really say anything to Lil Pump. Maybe he's like calling out Young Thug, being like, yo, chill out with the Yessirskiii. The snippet is fire though, I'll play it right now.
She be on the beat, she be on the beat, she be on the beat. Ooh, Lil Pump, ooh, Lil Pump too, ooh. Hopping out the coupe, Yessirskiii, ooh. Bought a new chain, Yessirskiii. Got a new crib, Yessirskiii. Yeah. Pot a perk 30, I'm thirsty. Ooh, Yessirskiii. Make a bitch back like a Hershey. Yessirskiii. Pouring up purple like Bert.
But the thing is, with this snippet, is technically not out yet, so you know, Lil Pump doesn't have to release it and cause any more issues with 21 Savage or Young Thug or whoever else is involved. But another rapper who's a little bit smaller, named Doe Boy, actually dropped a whole music video with Yessirskiii as the hook. Here's a little clip of his video.
Can't let you fuck, you not worthy. We do ops dirty, Yessirskiii.
So it's a bit different when, you know, Lil Pump hasn't even released a song, you just previewed on an Instagram, but then Doe Boy completely used his word on a song. Now we'll discuss who actually created the word and if he has the right, or if 21 Savage actually owns the song soon. But first, Doe Boy actually responded to 21 Savage shortly after 21 Savage tweeted this, claiming that everybody's biting his flow, saying, "Damn, Pump, oh, 50% for Yessirskiii," eyes emoji, laughing emoji, kind of basically saying like, I ain't steal shit, bro, I created this shit, and only laying blame on Lil Pump for stealing the Yessirskiii word, because apparently Doe Boy feels like he has the right to use it. Not only that, but Doe Boy actually responded to this whole situation before 21 Savage said any word about it, in which fans, 21 Savage and Uzi fans, were claiming after Doe Boy released the Yessirskiii music video and song, they were already saying like, yo, you stole Uzi and 21 Savage's word, like why you do that? But I guess to alleviate all of the hate and this whole situation that has already transpired with 21 Savage responding to the biting, Doe Boy said a couple days ago on Twitter, "What dudes don't know is I really started a lot of this shit. I was one of the first dudes gangsta rapping. I was like 15 going crazy in 2010 with Lex Luger. I was a savage before being a savage was even cool." He said savage, which is in 21 Savage's name. I don't think he was necessarily referring to 21 Savage or sub-dissing him, but the word is definitely a coincidence if you ask me. So stop saying I sound like dudes, dudes sound like me, exclamation mark. Only reason I ain't popped is because I went to jail for them years right when I was blowing up, so I missed that whole wave. I'm just now getting my shit back together. Watch this though, I'm on dude's ass this time around, devil emoji. So again, before 21 Savage even claimed that dudes were biting his flow with the Yessirskiii word slash song slash hook, he was trying to tell fans like, look, I ain't biting anybody, this is my word, or I have the right to use this word because I started this shit, not 21 Savage, who only popped off, let's say like 4 years ago or something like that, with the original Savage Mode Metro Boomin collab tape. But now let's actually get into if Lil Pump and or Doe Boy have the right to the word Yessirskiii, which would also be addressing the question if 21 Savage and Uzi even created the word. But firstly, I just want to come at y'all asses who are hating in the replies of my tweet a couple days ago in which I was saying Doe Boy stole Yessirskiii from 21 Savage and Uzi, because I was saying, you know, 21 Savage and Uzi may not have created the word, but they definitely popularized it, so to give credit where it's due. Now, I'm not saying Doe Boy's not allowed to use it. People can use whatever words they want. Like shit, I probably say hello words that other hip-hop YouTubers use, but I be fucking their mom, so it's cool. But apparently after a little research, Uzi didn't even create the word, as Uzi fans are claiming. 21 Savage may have created the song, and that Yessirskiii was actually a throwaway from his last album that he released called I Am Over I Was, which released in 2018. So that song could derive way back in 2017 for all we know, because 21 Savage likes to take his time with albums. He's not one of these rappers that drops an album every single year, as we all know. Now, what some other people were saying in my comments on Bobbalam News on Twitter was that Pierre Bourne and Young Nudy actually created the word Yessirskiii, which may or may not be true, but 21 Savage is, I believe, cousins with Young Nudy, so I guess family ties kind of allows him to use the word. Also, Pierre Bourne produced the Yessirskiii track, so it's not like Pierre really cares if 21 Savage or Uzi uses the word either, which pretty much tells me that nobody really created the word. It's probably something that derived like way back in the streets, I don't know, fucking 1800s or something, when gangsters were really popping shit. Nah, I'm joking. Gangsters didn't really have guns until probably like the 1960s. I don't know when guns were created. Does it look like I fucking have guns? No, I have a squirt gun in the back. But one thing we do know is that 21 Savage and Uzi definitely popularized the term. I mean, last video we went over Yessirskiii and the Google trends of like how many times the word was actually searched on Google or on the internet in general, and the word didn't really start popping until like March, which was when Eternal Atake and Lil Uzi Vert vs. the World 2 dropped. So at the least, 21 Savage and Uzi definitely popularized it in modern hip-hop culture, which really lies within the internet. Now again, I'm not saying anybody created on the streets, because does it look like I know anything about the streets? No, I'm from the fucking suburbs of like New Zealand, rubbing my goats all goddamn day. But just because 21 Savage did not create the word does not mean that he doesn't like have the right to claim that he popularized it. In that, let's give you an example. Lil Uzi Vert started the whole wave with like the verse the world, right? So if some other rapper used verse the world in one of their albums, say like Trippie Redd, if Trippie Redd dropped an album called Trippie Redd Verse the World, everybody would be on Trippie's ass for copying or biting Uzi's flow. Well, Uzi technically did not even create the verse the world, because that originally stemmed from a movie that Lil Uzi Vert likes called Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, which relates directly to what we're talking about right now, in which 21 Savage may not have created the word Yessirskiii, but he popularized it in the whole hip-hop culture of modern times on the internet, because I don't know about any other songs, at least recently within the last 2 decades, with the title Yessirskiii. Which leads me to my last point, in that 21 Savage may be starting a fake beef. Hear me out. 21 Savage and Lil Uzi Vert are cool with Future. We all know this because even Lil Uzi Vert is recording a whole collab tape with Future, as we all know. I don't really know what it's called. People are claiming that it's called Astronauts, but who really knows? And 21 Savage even has a song with Future. I mean, it was a long time ago on the original Metro Boomin collab tape called Savage Mode, and the song was titled X, but I would assume that they're still cool because they're both from Atlanta and they're both in the same circles with Young Thug, who we mentioned before in the Lil Pump snippet. And something else we mentioned earlier is that Doe Boy was signed to Free Band's Gang, which is Future's label. So you would think that 21 Savage might just be trying to promote Doe Boy by getting him intermingled in a fake beef with 21 Savage, who is a rather large artist. Plus, he also just dropped a collab tape with Metro Boomin again called Savage Mode 2. So that could be sparking up more beef to increase the exposure of everyone involved within the fake beef. And the fact that Doe Boy is involved in a beef with the people who just dropped Savage Mode 2, which is about to sell almost 200K plus first week. I mean, that's a huge shout out if you ask me, even if it is technically negative publicity. But you know how the world works. 6ix9ine made a whole career off that shit. So all in all, this beef could be fake. I don't know who created the word, but 21 Savage and Uzi definitely popularized it. Maybe even Pierre Bourne and Young Nudy within that, because they were involved in the song. Again, I'm not sure, but the original song Yessirskiii was recorded back in 2018 2018 before all of this started, because it was apparently a throwaway track for I Am over I Was. So Doe Boy, if he wants his 50%, give him his 50%. Shit, he might even be getting 50% for giving you that huge shout out on Twitter anyway. So with that, it's your boy Bobbalam signing off, wanting all the smoke with Doe Boy and Lil Pump. Come at me, bro. I'll start yelling Yessirskiii while I'm banging your sisters, your moms, your dads, your fucking brother, your dog. Let me know in the comments if you think Doe Boy and Lil Pump stole 21 Savage's Yessirskiii, or do you think they have the right to use it? Make sure to like and subscribe while you're at it for the latest hip-hop news, drama, and analysis videos, as well as to follow me on all my socials in the description, including my Twitch, to join the Bob Gang if you with it. Peace out, cut it, people. Know what I'm saying?